OMG. Mabuhay squad. No. I have some sad news. Sorry guys. Check this out.
Hey guys, welcome to my daily vlogs. Please subscribe.
My tarantula has ejected her egg sac. So, for those of you who watch the ANTSCANADA channel, my tarantula who lives in there used to be plants here, but she's killed them. She's uprooted them. So, last year she gave birth. I don't know how, it was a miracle. She gave birth. Maybe she had made it before she came to me, but whatever. The babies I ended up giving away. But she laid another egg sac earlier this year. And I'm like, what? She's gonna have another set of babies? But now she's ejected it. She lives in there. You can kind of see her legs. See that? Beautiful, gorgeous sapphire goody tarantula. But oh, I guess this egg sac is not fertilized then. I'm gonna have to fish that out. By the way guys, if you're new to the vlogs, welcome to the channel. My name is Mikey Bustos. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this vlog and hit the subscribe button. Come join the Mabuhay squad. We will be your daily dose of positive vibes online. Yes. And if you're new, guys, I love bugs and insects and like spiders and all creepy crawlies, reptiles, all animals really. Are you guys animal lovers? Good morning, Mabuhay squad. How are you doing? Did you sleep well? Morning kisses. Mwah. Mwah. Sorry, I'm Italian all of a sudden. Don't you love how Italians do that? Oh wait, I have a question. For those of you in Italy, I've always wondered. I always grew up with Italians. We would always kiss each other on both sides of the cheek. In light of this coronavirus, do you guys still do that? Like, I sometimes wonder how much this pandemic has changed the way people interact in countries where physical contact is very common and heavy, and it's part of the culture really. Do you guys still kiss each other on the cheek, right and left, huh? I wonder if like you have to like adjust now. Is it like air kisses? Like, let me know in the comments. Anyways, did you sleep well guys? I hope so. It's a beautiful Monday and top of the week here in the Philippines. Check it out. Sunny! And of course, the dogs are here soaking up some sun. Hey guys. Hi Sahara. Hey Sipes. Oh, they love each other. They're just cuddling right now. So during our last visit, right, to the Mabuhay Squad farmhouse, I was speaking with architect because we will have high security at the house and even the subdivision is highly guarded. So that's all good. We've also outfitted the house with certain security features, you know, in case there are trespassers, whatnot. The house will be smart. We'll be able to know anyone who comes close to the property, all of that. Not gonna reveal too much about that because, you know, obviously for our own security, but those who will be trespassing might get a crazy surprise, like literally falling into a pit of spikes and snakes. But yeah, and then architect told me, he's like, what? Like, he was surprised because I was just like, yeah, we want to make sure that we're safe from anyone who might want to harm me or whatnot. And then architect's like, what? You have haters? And even Don, the husband of our interior designer, was like, what? People like want to hurt you? And I was like, yeah guys, of course people want to hurt me. And then I was like, wait, do you guys think that someone like me online just gets all love, that we don't get any hate or like threats or anything, or aren't scared? Architect was like, oh, but you're so lovable. And I'm like, architect, you don't know. I am faced with a bombardment of not only bashing, but like, you know, sometimes scary messages, often on a daily basis. It's just become my norm now. You know, and even myself, as I like to think of myself as not really controversial in terms of like online personality. Like, we try to be safe, like try not to get into drama or arguments with anyone, etc., ruffle any feathers unnecessarily. But even still, like, my content is Filipino pride and ants and like vlogging farming, and I still get people who don't like what I do, don't like my work, don't like what I say. They pick apart and judge me negatively based on, I don't know, a single post, just random things. Like, for example, on Twitter, let's go through my feed here. I see here, Mikey Bustos is so cringy and his personality revolves on being a Filipino. I hate Phil-Ams. Phil-Ams as in Filipino Americans. First of all, I'm Filipino Canadian. Thank you very much, this person. But like, see, like there are people who genuinely don't like me. And sometimes the hating or negative messages will range from just mild, like, oh, I hate his work, I hate his personality, he's annoying, etc., to like, you should die, or beware because death is coming, or like random things like that, right? And so imagine getting this every day. Just like, actually my first taste of fame was when I was 22, so 2003. So it's gonna be almost 20 years of like constantly being slightly afraid of strangers, you know? And the more, I guess, more public of a figure you become, the more you get this kind of stuff. You know, in high school, I was always like, I would love to be famous, like the Backstreet Boys. Ooh, they live the perfect life. And then I saw this interview of Madonna. Madonna said there's this misconception that when you're famous, you are constantly loved. All you get is love and praise and all of that. But she said that's not true. You feel loved like by certain fans, but you also get a lot of hate. So, you know, it got me thinking about security for our home. We're really going to invest a lot in security. Also going to be getting some dogs for security. And you know, it makes me think about people who are like super duper famous, right? For example, Christina Aguilera. Okay, I'm not going to reveal too much about what her tech writer is, but in case you don't know, I was able to open for Christina Aguilera in 2007. Amazing experience. Love her! She's one of my idols. And I learned that like Christina's tech writer is really long. Like you essentially don't just fly Christina Aguilera here for her tour. Back then it was the Back to Basics tour. For all of you fighters. And by the way, a tech writer is what are your list of requirements that need to be fulfilled in order for you and your team to come to perform in a city.
Hold up! Alright guys, now I already did say that I wouldn't talk about Christina Aguilera's tech writer, but for some reason I had a memory lapse and started to vlog details about Christina Aguilera's tech writer. So I'm just going to remove this whole part, but just know that Christina Aguilera's security is super tight. They make sure to cover all bases, and it's for Christina Aguilera's safety. Alright guys, now on with the vlog.
Like that, anything like that. And at first, from an outsider, right, that might seem pretty extreme. Like, oh, she's such a diva, right? But then no, guys, no. This is from A-list celebrity, one of the most famous people in the world, perspective. It's a different frame of reference, guys. Because imagine you're Christina Aguilera, you're a young girl, and at the time she was pregnant too, guys. You don't want to run into these crazies, these crazy fans who are willing to drill holes in the wall so they can look at you in the next room, right? You don't want to run into these crazies who might have a knife in their pocket waiting for you to come out of your room because they somehow learned that you were on the 27th floor. You know what I mean? It's a different frame of reference. She was in a developing country. Like, she doesn't, her and her team don't know, like, if there are people wanting to kidnap her or, you know what I mean? So it's a different frame of reference, guys. I understand why someone like Christina Aguilera would have tight security and have such terms in her tech writer where you can't like approach her or come close to her, right? I saw Christina Aguilera drive up. It was crazy, guys. Like, I had opened for her, then I had to leave the stage, go back into the audience, or no, like side stage, away from the audience. But I saw this gate open with a fleet of all of these cars. It was so perfectly choreographed, guys. It was choreographed driving. All of these cars coming out like this, full of her security, and then in the middle is this little white, I don't know, looked like a limo. Out of these cars, the security team all gather around. They open the door from the white limo, and I see this little tiny short girl in a skirt with blonde hair walking across to the stage. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Christina. But yeah, I was so far from her. Even me, as her opening act, couldn't come close to her. And I respect that. I understand that, you know? And so these are the things that I'm thinking about in terms of security for our house, you know? Like, I love that I'm able to share me and RJ's journey with you guys online, literally every day. So our lives are super public, but it also exposes RJ and I to, well, to the world. You know, like, not everybody wants the best for us. Some might be jealous. Some might be just mentally ill, and it's not even their fault. They're just mentally ill and they want to hurt us. Like, there are lots of different people in the world. So these are things that I've been thinking about, that myself and RJ are talking to architect about, and it's just like investment in like bulletproof material for the home, like things like that, guys. Stuff are some of the stuff that we're thinking of. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Are any of you guys aspiring to be, you know, public figures, whether it be singers, actors, government officials, like government workers? Do you ever think about security? Like, would you be able to live that life where you're bombarded with people who don't like you, might want to hurt you, wish death upon you? Are you able to take that? It's definitely something to consider if you're going to be a public person, because tell you, even RJ and I are scared. RJ and I won't do meet and greets without top security. We don't really do meet and greets in like a restaurant anymore, because scary, right? Remember that YouTuber Christina Aguilera, I believe her name was? She got shot, guys, in a mall during a meet and greet. It was a mentally ill fan. So, you know, after that, like, RJ and I are really careful as to where we agree to do our concerts. We won't do a concert. In our tech writer, we require professional top security everywhere we go. You know, like, whether it be a meet and greet or a concert or a show or a festival, we require in our tech writer from the producers that they provide security, not volunteers walking around with just walkie-talkies. No, like, these need to be trained security for our safety. Anyways, I've gone on and on about like this, but I thought it was interesting to share with you guys a little bit of the reality of, you know, us YouTubers or public figures or whatnot, because it's been a lot on my mind lately. But having said that, I should also clarify that as a creator, I do get very, very, very little hate. It's like 98%, 99% positive, and I'm grateful for that. I know a lot of other social media influencers, some of them get a lot of hate, guys, and it doesn't even make sense. Like, they're just dancing and they get a lot of hate, and like, I sometimes read their comments and I'm like, where is this coming from? So I think it also depends on like your audience. I anticipate that death threats won't be as numerous on a science ant channel than it would be, say, on a drama channel, or I don't know, even the beauty industry. Like, the beauty industry, the makeup industry on YouTube is full of drama like that. Like, there's tons of hate there. So it also, I think, depends on the community that you foster and like what category of audience you cater to, right? So guys, thank you so much for being so kind, and like I'm very grateful that most of my experiences with you guys in person have been super positive. So let me clarify that. I don't want you guys to think that I get 50% negative experiences meeting you guys in person. That's so not true. And even online, most of my comments are positive. But you know, every day I'll just get the random scary or negative message. Just wanted to clarify that. Alright guys, I'm really excited because RJ and I are heading somewhere special right now. We gotta head out. Yes, gotta get ready. Because where we're going now is